kia ora everyone, my name's Shah, I'm 21, and I just feel so humbled to be asked to speak along these awesome leaders. Like, I'm just a humble youth worker from Wellington. There's not much that's really special about me. But anyway, I'm going to talk to you guys about this thing called two-faced drama. No, I'm not talking about backstabbing your best friend, so don't get too excited. It's not that interesting. But Two-Faced Drama is a production company that I run. It was started in 2012 out of my mum's garage. And I pretty much did it with like a bunch of my friends who were also youth workers who loved performing arts. And the idea was to use performing arts alongside youth development strategies to address some social issues in our community, like family violence, bullying, cultural diversity. And so because we were all youth workers, we were real big on, like, we didn't just want the high school leavers, we wanted the achievers as well. Both were equally as important to us. And, but you know what, before I get into the juicy details, I just wanted to tell you guys a little bit about myself and my background. So everyone say, "Aww." This is me. I know I should have been a Huggies model, but yeah. And so this is me as a baby. When I was 3, my dad took his own life, and I can't even imagine how hard it would have been for a single mum in the 90s. But my mum, she flipped it over. She became a social worker specialising in suicide prevention for youth, which was real cool. So we always had like heaps of people in our house, heaps of young people. I was the only child, but I wasn't really. I had like 100 siblings, always having to share my bed and always sleeping in the lounge, and it was really cool. And my mum, she used to get us to do skits like around the house and like singing, dancing type thing. And I think that's kind of where, yeah, I know, right? I think that's kind of like where it all started for me. You know, like I come from a real rough neighborhood. Like gang members as uncles, drug dealers as aunties, but when people meet me, they get this impression that I'm sheltered. And I think it's because growing up, I was lived in my own little bubble of imagination that my mum used to get me to like do drama, write stories and things like that to escape. And that is why I'm so passionate about using performing arts as a tool for young people to escape the life that they live, try on some shoes they may never wear, or even like holding a mirror up to their face and showing them things about themselves they never know existed or they never knew that they did, especially for our Māori and Pacific Island youth. Why? Because it's in our DNA. It's the way that our people used to communicate. It was storytelling, it was drama, it was singing, dancing. I've yet to meet a Māori that can't play an instrument or sing or dance or act, and if they can't, it's probably because they were never given the opportunity. It's in our veins, it's a part of our culture. But you know, I'm not that good at talking about myself. I actually find it real awkward. I'm usually like behind stage. So today, I actually just wanted to spend my time talking about a couple of young people that have come through Two-Faced Drama, and I think that's probably the best way you're going to get a proper idea of what we do. So these are the Perez sisters. There's actually 5 of them and 1 brother. They're Samoan, Niuean, a little bit of Spanish, hence the Perez, and they were raised by their single dads, a big family. I didn't know the younger ones, but I knew these 2 older sisters at the front through some youth work that I did. Party girls, drunk every night, heaps of mischief, real fun, everyone loves them. But they also, you know, dropped out of school quite young, had a bit of problems with the law. The one on the right, Rihanna, this time last year she had an ankle bracelet, which meant she could only go home, then to course. Last year she came to me and she said, "I don't want my sisters to be like me. I want them to stay in school. I don't want them to get into trouble." This is her younger sister, Kanisha. She said, "Put them in your show, please." And I said, "I'll do it if you and your older sister come do it too. You all have to do it as a family." And so I tricked her into coming, and, and so she came along, and what we did was we actually wrote a character into the show. It was a party animal. She drank every night. She was heaps of fun. Everyone loved her, but she had like these issues that people didn't know behind closed doors. Anyway, after the show, Rihanna came to me and she said, "Shah, I was playing myself, wasn't I?" I said, "Yeah, you were." She said, "Oh my gosh, I had no idea." And we actually helped her to get some counselling for her alcohol. And now, a year later, no bracelet, no trouble with the law. She's gone from drinking every night to drinking occasionally on the weekends. I mean, no one's perfect, but but yeah. And so, you know, just like a real huge change. These are the girls backstage after our Christmas show last year. And this is Harlem. You know, one of the things that we try to, you know, we predominantly work with Māori and Pacific Island youth, and, you know, statistics are real high for family violence among Māori and Pacific Island families. But we try to show our young people, that's not a part of our culture. You go back, you look at the way that they lived, we upheld our women with the utmost respect. We protected our children, and, it was a part of our culture that we fought to protect, not fought to hurt. And so, I don't know, just somewhere along the way, it just got lost, and it's just become like the stigma that Māori families, the violent, child abuse, all that kind of thing. But in this show, this is one of our boys, Harlem. He had quite a violent background, and before he came to his first practice, he had actually been arrested a couple months earlier for hitting his girlfriend in town while he was under the influence. And what we did was we put him in the show as a Māori chief, and he visited his great-great-great-grandson who was hitting his wife, and he was teaching him the ways of our old people, which was that we took care of our children, we took care of our women, and that you would never, ever, ever oh, you got me going, I'm really getting into this. And you would never, ever, hit your woman. And, afterwards, just seeing the change of him over the course of the practices is about like 4 months, right up to the end. His girlfriend did the show as well. Just watching them grow closer together was just really, really amazing to see. When I was asked to come speak, I didn't really know much about it. I just sent him my profile, and I didn't say that I thought that drama could change the world. I don't know if it can or not, but what I do know is that people can change the world, and I've seen with my own 2 eyes how drama can change people. And if there's like nothing that you guys remember from my talk today, I hope that is something that you remember. And yeah, thanks.